State will kick it off and will be underway. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Volunteers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To throw, it's Aguilar. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
This time he's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes. He can catch the football. He's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Looking for more room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off-play action on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Slithers into space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The give on the inside. He did not make it a stone. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown ball! And found open space. The band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. from the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. DPE.
They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. On the run, it's McMillan. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the... Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
On a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go.
Makes a grab on the shot. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Using the quick game. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Volunteer! And back to pass, it's Cutler. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's McMillan. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown ball! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll immediately call timeout.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On the ground, it's McMillan. It's a seam wide open. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far.
And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hit.
Turning it on. There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it their own move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy's...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's not... down, but what? To come up with the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it there.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because
he's loose. It's a running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for room. It's McMillan. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Cutler. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to... They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Snags it over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll run play action. He's looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Might be looking to run. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just gets it to the 28, pick up of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This guy's putting up some... Today approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do...
Let's go!
Slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown ball! First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Wide open spaces. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter,
and the Volunteers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he takes it in the end zone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really